Hi everyone, this is audap, and we're going to take a look at Dead Secret. Let's see what we have for options. We have controller sensitivity normal, and invert axis. That's it. Righto. Okay. September 25th.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. Here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects. Graham Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Yeah. Alright, in and out. Easy. Just have to find some evidence and get out of here. A small parcel tied tightly together with twine. I can't open it with my bare hands. Reclusive professor found dead in home. Cove, Kansas. A retired college teacher was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for odd jobs. A police investigation has concluded that Bullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Bullard moved into his home on but was rarely seen about town. He was a private and reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Bullard raised eyebrows last student, a pretty young woman named Josie Herrera, moved in with him. Bullard's will, written in 1957, leaves his entire estate to his ex-wife, Cynthia Peckman. Reportedly sell the house and its contents immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline, said Graham Wellington. The field of neuroscience is considerably poorer without him. Harris Bullard, retired recluse, found police ruled death natural. Bobby Sawyer runs errands for Bullard, found the body. Josie Herrera, Bullard's live-in assistant. An ex-wife, inheritor of Bullard estate. Graham Wellington, former colleague of Bullard. Okay. An old piano. It's blocking the way. The scene, huh? Well, let's not go there right away then. No, I can't leave yet. There's a story here. I know it. They sure aren't wasting any time selling off Bullard's stuff. I need to use a John before I investigate a murder. Wait, this isn't a crime scene. Investigate the study. Well, my colon disagrees. I'm sure the room where Bullard's body was found, but it's locked. Okay, Bullard's body was found. There's a bunch of Japanese talismans, which would protect against evil spirits. Why Japanese talismans? Okay. I could look in the mirror all day. This drawer is missing its knob. I can't open it. Okay. It's a small key. Small key. Escape the crime scene. with a small key. The small key unlocked the door. Oh, awesome. Oh, the door opened automatically. Oh, what's this? There's a page from a manuscript here. The man who could see skin. In 1926, I met a man who could see with his skin. His eyes were sealed with wax, and yet he remained aware of the room around him. He held up signs, which he read, and fingers, which he counted, even when we stood behind him. After the performance, I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed. He described it as a shift in the wind or a slight breeze in his face, the subtle motion of the hair on his arm. After years of focus and there's a new thing here. It reads, Eyeless Joe found dead in hotel. Birds. It's only September, but today is cold and dark. Fall is here. Let's see. The Snow Woman. Adapted from an original translation. Audio Hearn. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. It began to snow heavily, and unable to make it back home, they decided to pass the night. In the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that the door had been blown open. A tall woman with long hair and a leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. When he saw that the son was awake, she said, So I will let you live, but if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit. In the morning, the young man found his father frozen and dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and were happy, but the night of his father's death still weighed heavily on his mind. Having a bit too much to drink, the man told his wife about his encounter with the Snow Woman. She was furious. You promised not to tell, she screamed. She became the tall woman with long black hair and a white kimono. If it were not for our children, I would end your life here and now. I would take, but if anything ever happens to them, you shall pay the price. And with that, she melted into the wind and was gone. Dictionaries and language reference. It looks like a lot of these books aren't even in English. Be made not in English. I don't think that's really that weird. I've never seen a map laid out like this. There's a spot marked. Can I see it? It was a clay statue with a issues of the Journal of Physiology and a bunch of medical books with names I can't pronounce. Just a regular lamp. Why mark such a beautiful map? I think the X is over Japan. Okay. Why can't I actually get any closer? It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it, something typed out here, but the paper is so far into the feeder that I can't pull it out. No dial tone. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. With you, it is over. What's this? Who is woodcutter? Let's see, woodcutter. Pair of scissors. I can use these to open that package. Scissors. Something is after me. It's creeping around the house, trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the audiofocal lenses from their normal location, and I've sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marks the spot. Harris. The sequence is west, east, north. Bullard hid something in this room. Very suspicious. This will be a great hook for my opening paragraph. What's this? It looks like a tiny camera lens. Quantum mechanics analysis, not exactly light reading. These masks make me uncomfortable. Kind of feels like they are looking at me. What did they see in this room? I think I've seen the mask like this before. These? It's a weird looking mask. Waller had some pretty advanced degrees. This one was Chicago, 1935. Well, I'd love to visit Chicago. One of Bullard's diplomas. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. There's a record player. Oh, it's a record player. There's no record inside. It's another lens. I found 2 of them now. Lens. Okay. This room is a regular library. Some of these volumes look ancient. It's all covered in dust. Just a regular lamp. It's a picture of a woman and standing in the snow. Something about this painting. It's very bleak. Huh? Let's see, can I look at my documents? Yeah. Quit to the main menu. Objectives. Circular lens. Scissors. Profiles. No. Miscellaneous. Newspaper clippings. Research docs. Blackmail notes. Notes to Joe. Lens note. Joe, something after me is in the house. Check the map as usual. X marks spot. The sequence is west, east, north. North? West. East. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, okay. Press B or the right mouse button for the inventory. Oh, it's not the B button. It's really the X button. Chop chop. I did all the research, but for that story, but Bob put his name on it. It says Quiden on the cover, whatever that means. The author is Lafcadio Hearn. Well, let's go visit us. Let's go visit our deadly little... Oh, now the TV works. Yeah. Let's hit this quote-unquote B button. Okay, okay, circular lens, collective documents, profiles, notes, miscellaneous. Is the book in here? Coroner report, Snowwoman. Or subject, Harris William Bullard, 58 years. Date and time of death on or about September 18th, 19. Time of report, September 21st, 1965, 9:25 a.m. 1. Autopsy performed hospital by Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Winters. Cause of death, failure of the pancreas due to age. Subject was found approximately 2 days after death. Of remains. Elevated glucose evident in bloodstream. Small lesions on inner lining of stomach. Under fingernails, evidence of significant dehydration. Summary of findings. Subject suffered shock from pancreatic failure and was incapacitated for some time before dying. Officer Daniel J. Winters. Hi, TV. That's weird. I could have sworn the TV was off. I don't like to swear unless I have to. So I swear often. Okay, so I've got... One of them appears to be missing. West. East, north. What does that mean? This door is locked from the other side. There's no keyhole. North. This is where Bobby Sawyer found Bullard's body. He's been dead. I think this is called a banker's lamp. I would think I need 3 lenses then. Why can't I? Uh-huh. West, east, north. September, but today is cold and dark. Fall is here, I guess. Why so surprised, little guy? Huh. Um, yeah. So, okay, so that's north. Um, seriously, fucking puzzles. One of those pins is missing. Yeah, well, I have a third. What was that? This Lord was some sort of engineer. Lots of difficult sounding medical books and journals. Okay. To do with, huh? Guess what? I don't know what to do with your stupid book. Throw it at you. Hey, you like reading? Guess not. I thought. Mm-hmm. Righto. Yeah. So this might be a short playthrough if I can't even solve the first puzzle. I mean, what? Oh, I know this is north, and I go east, west, west, east, north, right? And that means what? This way? This way? And nothing! West. Oops. Investigate the crime scene. Yeah, I give up. Haha, you got me. You're too clever for me, game. Wow, yee. Huh? It's really stuck there. I guess I'll have to roll it back. Do it then. Yeah, do it. Got it. Writing about we in 1852, William Benjamin Carpenter was the first to describe the phenomenon known as the ideomotor effect. The ideomotor effect occurs when the subconscious mind takes control of its body without the conscious mind realizing it. It is distinct from other forms of involuntary action because responses are driven by existing knowledge and perception. The Ouija board, Carpenter suggested, is a clear. The participants unwittingly move the planchette because their subconscious mind is guiding them. Another phenomenon in dowsing, the practice of using a divining rod to locate water or other materials buried in the ground. The dowser holds the instrument in both hands and allows it to lead him forward until it points down at the ground. Seemingly by centuries, dowsing was believed to be a form of magic or witchcraft, but we now know that it can be explained by the ideomotor effect. The conscious mind is highly sensitive and is able to recognize cues in the environment of which his conscious mind is not aware. When these cues hint at the subconscious mind takes control of the dowser's hands and causes him to rotate the rod to the ground. His mind is not involved in the operation. The instrument seems to move on its own, pulled as if by some magical force in reality. In reality, it is the dowser himself who is divining. His subconscious mind is responsible both and burial materials and for the motion of the rod. My research seeks direct access to the knowledge stored in the subconscious mind, complete, unfiltered, unconscious, and the logical conscious. I call this the idea focus. Why, thanks. I guess that was helpful. I would love to know what to do next. Really? Do I have to look something? I have to look it up at this point in time? I really. Okay. Let's go visit our little demon friend here. Right! Oh, damn, he's not there. I can't lift this stuff with one arm, even using the hand truck. Oh, did I hurt my arm? Oh, I guess it did hurt my arm. You can still do all the important stuff with one arm. No, not yet. This, yeah, I'll leave right now because hell. What the hell, man? How about this? Oh, wait, take these lenses and... No. Oh. What the hell am I missing? What? Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. No, it was on just a minute ago. Or dead spirit. This looks just like Gove, a local artist. Okay, where is there a place missing a book? I'm obviously... supposed to use the book. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, well... this is Audap. You have been watching Dead Secret. It's definitely a secret. I have no idea what to... I guess it'll just be a mystery forever. Anyway, it's actually made for VR, but you can play it with a controller or a mouse. Although, how long you'd play it for, considering I haven't played it for very long, I'm already stuck. Yeah, it's currently on sale on Steam, so you what you saw. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching what little I've done, and I will see you at the next stream.